Stephen Smith was a 19-year-old nursing student from Hamden, South Carolina. He was found dead in the early morning hours of July 8, 2015, on a rural road in Hamden County. He had deep gashes on his forehead, and his car was found 3 miles away out of gas. The initial investigation ruled his death a hit and run, but his family and others have disputed this. There were no skid marks or other evidence of a car collision at the scene. There was mud on Smith's shoes, and his car's gas cap was askew. His death was reopened in 2020 after the murders of Maggie and Paul Murdaugh, a prominent family in South Carolina. There are some similarities between Smith's death and the Murdaugh murders. The investigation into Smith's death is ongoing. Here are some additional questions that have been raised about Smith's death. Why was he found so far away from his car? What caused the gashes on his forehead? Why was there no evidence of a car collision? Who was he with in the hours leading up to his death? What was his relationship to the Murdaugh family? These are just some of the questions that remain unanswered about Stephen Smith's death. The investigation is ongoing, and hopefully one day his family will get the answers that they deserve. The following footage may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. We're looking for any spirits who know of or about Stephen Smith to come forward. Me? Yep. I just said Steve, short for Stephen. Again, we're looking for any spirits who knows of or about Stephen Smith. Yes, to come forward. Me. So maybe. Stones. The eye ovula said stones. What do you mean by stones? Makes me wonder about the road. Okay. I'll ask one more time. For any spirits who know of or about Stephen Nicholas Smith to come forward. Thank you for the Galaxy Dawn. Can you tell us what happened to Stephen on July 8th? I'll ask, can you please tell us what happened to Stephen July 8th of 2015? I swear I just heard car. Can you tell us what happened that morning to Stephen?
Yourself.
Just said yourself on the eye ovens. What do you mean by yourself, spirit?
Geek.
It said geek. Yourself, geek. Are you calling me a nerd, spirit? All right. Sometimes I swear when we have demonic entities, sometimes they'll be really sarcastic. Spirit, can you tell me your name? What spirit is currently here with me? Did you just said yourself in my headphones too. It just said yourself again. Same thing it said on the audio. Can you tell us if Stephen Smith was murdered? Okay, again I'll ask. Can you please confirm if Stephen Smith was murdered? Is that a name of a person that Stephen knew? What does the number 1 have to do with this case? Perhaps a sports number or a jersey number? We looked it up and came across several things, but we will leave that up for you guys to decide. Said my name. Can you tell us if Stephen was hit by a vehicle on Sandy Run Road? It just said something. We are unsure of the name Bella and its relevance to this case. We need what? Did someone hit Stephen with a bat? Can you be more specific what happened to Stephen's face? That was crazy. Did you guys hear that? That was a freaking car. Like a car or truck or something? What was that car that you just did? Was that a car or a truck?
Along.
To me, this was interesting because the spirits actually pronounced Alec instead of Alex for the name. Along? What do you mean along? What was that car or truck? Can you tell us what that car or truck was? Killed? What vehicle was that you just told us about? Can you tell us the make of it? The make or model? The spirits mention that the vehicle is a Jeep, and what's interesting is Smith's sister told investigators that a friend claimed that there was a green Jeep following Smith on the day or day before he died. What the heck is going on with my SLS? Do you guys see the SLS going nuts? Was someone following Stephen before his death? A lot of people ask why I ask multiple times is because we want consistent answers. We're looking for consistent answers.
Produce.
Said produce. Iovulus said produce. Who followed him? I heard a name. Who followed him? Who followed Stephen? Telepathy. The I obvious just said telepathy. What do you mean by telepathy? Are you trying to tell me? I'm listening. If you can come up with a name for us. Or even a description. What color hair did they have? I swear it just said a color. We'll have to review that. Can you confirm that color? Object. Did Sean have anything to do with Stephen's death? I think it said got hurt. And that said a lot. Again, I'll ask you, did Sean have anything to do with Stephen's death? Oh, the REM pod. This is the REM pod. The spirits make sure to let us know that it's the REM pod. Perhaps they are trying to inform us that later on during the investigation, they will be using the REM pod to communicate. Whoa. Who just touched me? Something just freaking touched me. Who just touched me? Close? Me? Who's me, Spirit? What is your name, Spirit? Spirit, can you tell us your name? Steve! It just said Steve! Steve! Did you guys hear it? Steve? Okay, you just touched me. Can you touch the device behind me? Spirit, can you come forward and touch that red light behind me? Thank you, Gina. Spirit, can you see the red light behind me? Was there a cover-up in Stephen's death? Yeah, something. Okay, what kind of cover-up? Who did the cover-up? Can you tell us a name? Okay, thank you for coming to that light. Thank you for coming to that light. Who did the cover-up? Do you know who it was? Do you know a name? Kid. Is it a kid or kill? Who did the cover-up?
Agent.
Who? Not only does a spirit box say that this was a cover-up, but if you listen closely, the I ovulus goes off, which is a separate device, and says that it was an agent, at the same time that it was confirming and telling us that this was a cover-up. Can you tell us how we can prove it is a cover-up? Object and agent. It says object and agent on the I ovulus. What agent? What agent? I felt that again. I felt something touching my neck. That's going like this. Something keeps touching me. What keeps touching me?
Alley.
Allie. What do you mean, Allie? Listen. Okay, I'm listening. Did any one of the Murdochs go through the crime scene that morning? Yeah, who? One of the rumors going around was that this was a cover-up. It's interesting that it points us out and says that the police lied. Can you give us a name? I don't know. You guys can't freaking see it, but there's a iPad over here that's moving. It's like wiggling back and forth. Was Steven shot in the head? Got killed. How? How got killed? Tell us about Paul, Spirit. He got the gun. Something got the gun. Did you hear that? Paul got the gun. Dad. Holy crap. What, more than one person involved in Steven's death? They something hungry? There's Dad again. Who's calling Dad? Can you tell us who's calling for Dad? What is your name, Spirit? We need help, or he needs help? We need help, or he needs help? Who needs help? Who needs help? Me. Who's me? What is your name, Spirit? Keep hearing stuff. What didn't we hear? Did any of the names that the mother found in his vehicle have anything to do with his death? Who is the names? Tell us the names. Was Paul involved? Was Paul involved in Steven's death? Yes. I heard yes. but I want confirmation again. Again, I'll ask. We do this to make sure that it's consistent. Was Paul involved somehow in Stephen's death?
No.
Kill? Something? We'll have to review that because I don't think it was no, but we'll review it. Okay, now we'll ask Buster. What about Buster? Did Buster have any involvement in the death of Stephen? Buster! It said Buster! And the light went off. What about Buster? What did you just say? Hit him or get him? Strong. This thing is going crazy. Are you trying to tell us Buster? Buster! It just said Buster again. Okay. All right, you're making that green light go off. We could see it. Buster, we're on the right track? Tell us how or why. How did he kill Stephen? Car! Did he say car? How did he kill Stephen? And the green light. This is a very compelling part, as the spirits talk of worried of boyfriend. Could it be talking about the relationship with Buster Murdaugh and Stephen? Was there a relationship between them? And if you watch closely in the background, you'll see that the SLS camera starts to map a figure also while the REM pod is going off, almost as if the spirit is using both the SLS camera and the REM pod to communicate. Wow. What else do you want to tell us about Buster? Is there something else you want to tell us about Buster? He killed. He killed who? Me? Who's me? What is your name, Spirit? Tell us for confirmation your name, Spirit. Who did he kill? You said he killed me. Me. Holy crap, that just said a lot. Wow. Was Stephen in a relationship with Buster? Are you telling us yes, Spirit? Stephen was in a relationship with Buster? Was Stephen in a relationship with Buster?
What?
To me, this is another compelling piece to the puzzle, as it talks about getting the body and bending it awkwardly, almost as if the spirits are talking about the communication or the conversation that had happened the morning of Stephen's death. It's talking as if whoever did this, it's replaying the events that had taken place. Or did they do anything together? More than just friends. Did Buster induce anything at all together? More than just friends.
Very good.
Okay. Was there anything that Stephen Smith wanted to say to his mother before he passed? Mom. Love. The spirits talk about getting this message to his mother and that she will listen. I think that this is a direct message to Stephen's mother, talking about that she had promised. She said, tell them that this is love, perhaps something that they had talked about before. I heard mom and love. What did he want to? What did Stephen want to say to his mother before he passed? Spirit, was there anything else you needed to tell us about Stephen before we close out this session? Last chance. Scared? They killed him. Who killed him? Thought I heard the name again. Good night. It said good night. Good night. All right. We're going to start the miracle box. If you guys don't know what the miracle box is, I explained this last time. Miracle box is like a gateway. You have to open it up. You ask the question, and you ask your question, and then you close it back out, and then you let the spirit respond to whatever it is. A lot of people are like, "Oh, he's touching the screen." Yes, I'm touching the screen because that's how you have to use this specific app in order for it to communicate with the spirits. All right. So without further ado, guys, we're going to go into this one and ask some questions. We're looking for any spirits who know about Stephen Smith. Ask something.
Unacceptance.
This one's harder for me to understand. Sometimes we can only unfortunately catch some of the things when we break it down and are able to slow it or reverse it. So we'll try our best to see what we can capture. Spirit again, we're looking for Stephen Nicholas Smith to come. That was reversed again.
There's anything that...
Spirit, are you able to communicate talking normally instead of backwards?
Sure.
Backwards again.
Encouragement.
Backwards again.
Cannot.
It just said cannot. So it's like it just confirmed to me. It's like I'm having a hard time using this specific device. It said cannot. That was crazy. The iOvulus came up, but I asked, can you communicate with this normally? And then it said cannot. Okay, if you can only communicate... Spirit, if you can only communicate backwards, that's fine. We'll find it later, okay?
fortfarande som single most impactful quality.
Here. Looking for any spirit who knows about Stephen Nicholas Smith to come forward.
That's how single and follow these 5 steps.
Your wolf. Spirit, can you tell us what happened to Stephen Smith?
I feel me. And believe me, I know.
I'm Smith. Spirit, can you tell us if he was murdered?
And less self-confidence.
It's speaking backwards again. Spirit, I know it's hard for you to do, but can you speak forward and normally, please?
Said to is this.
Did the Murdaugh family have anything to do with Stephen's death? Spirit, can you tell us if Stephen was murdered, please?
Or to speak death.
Spirit, can you see me right now?
Are you?
Let's see if it can tell me. Spirit, can you tell me what color my hat is?
Who can determine the
Spirit, was there anything that you could tell us about Stephen Smith's death?
yellow water ankles that you're not willing to let go.
Yellow something. Yellow. What do I know? Yellow. Yellow. What are you referring to as yellow, Spirit?
And may your flowery,
Remus.
your unforgiveness.
Did Buster Murdaugh have anything to do with Stephen's death?
Of the orphaning and this comes in many different ways, but
Did someone place Stephen in the middle of the road?
in the darkness in front of me.
Who placed Stephen in the middle of the road?
What I did.
Spirit, was there anything else you'd like to say before we close the session?
Oh, you always will.
Thank you for coming forward, Spirit. Closing session.
What you listen to.
Thank you for watching. And if you guys like the content, please like, subscribe, and follow for more content from Mekcee's Paranormal.